Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60andMe, and welcome to my latest makeup video. You know, I have been experimenting with makeup now for well over 60 years, and I've tried just about everything under the sun, and I've always liked makeup and beauty and style, so I've experimented over the years and really had fun with makeup of all price ranges. But now I'm kind of in the state where I'd rather spend my money on travel and other fun things, so I don't spend a lot on makeup, and I also don't take it all that seriously in the sense that I don't have big sets of brushes or all the accessories or accoutrements of makeup application. I just use things that work for me, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you'll see that I pretty much use my hands to apply everything. I'm not too fussed with using brushes. I have a couple of big ones, like this one I use for powder, and other tiny ones like this one for blush sometimes, and a little one for eyes. But this is pretty much all the brushes that I own. And so I was interested when I saw an ad for a brush that was just a little different, and so I'm going to play with it today, try it on my own skin, and see what you think. Now, just to start off, I am not wearing any makeup on my face, and I did do my eyes because I just wanted to do the things that were fiddly and show you how the brushes are used on the most obvious things like your face and your cheeks, and then I'll show you the eyes as well. But the brushes are unique because they are called toothbrush brushes, and they look like a toothbrush, like a big toothbrush. And they come in all sizes. They come in different sets, ranging from 5 products to 12 and plus. And just so you know, they were originally invented or introduced by a makeup artist who worked at MAC. The makeup line MAC, and he or she decided that rather than just create a brush that a makeup artist would use, because they're applying the makeup on you in a different way, your sort of face onto them, this is something that's designed for a consumer. So it's the kind of thing that we would use, and it's actually very good for women who can't see so well. So if you've got a little bit of challenge with your vision, these are perfect. And you'll see as I apply these how that works and why I think it's kind of fun to use them. See what you think. So this is the largest one. I bought a set of 5. The next one is a little bit smaller, so it's a kind of a blush size. This is for foundation. The next one is a very tiny kind of narrow one. You can see how narrow that is, and you would use that, I would think, for eyebrows. And of course you can use these on different parts. I mean, you could probably use that as a contour on your eye as well. And then there's one that's a little bit bigger, which is also narrow, and that one I would use for a contour on your eyes. And then finally in my set, there's a little one that's very cute. It's round. And this one I did use on my eyes, and it's perfect for eyeshadows on your lids. So those are the 5 that I have. Now, I bought these from Amazon.com. They were under $8 plus shipping, and they were fine for me to try out. There's all different kinds of sets you can get, ranging up to $60, and it's really just worth what you're worth and ready to pay for, because they are kind of expensive if you get the original versions. And these aren't like illegal or anything. I mean, in the sense that they are now being made by everybody. They're all over the place and branded by different companies, so that you can find these in the drugstores, probably different brands all over the world. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my foundation on, and my blush, and some concealer using the brushes. And I've already put on my face oil, my Aging Younger Gracefully oil, and also my Catrice primer. I've done a video on Catrice products, and this is one of the ones that I have chosen honestly over a lot of other more expensive versions. I love this primer. It's very simple, it's just white, it goes on creamy, and I really like it. So that's my primer. Already put that on. Now, in terms of foundation, I've mentioned before that I love to use Ariane Poole products, her Ultimate Face Tint. It's a very lightweight and beautiful kind of CC cream foundation, all in one, SPF all in one. But I actually like to use another one today, which is a little bit thicker, and It's sort of medium coverage, and this is my second go-to foundation that I always use. This is by Max Factor, and it's called Max Factor Elixir, oh sorry, Ageless Elixir. It's a foundation and serum, so it's a 2-in-1, and it's got SPF of 15. So it's got an SPF, and it comes in not too many shades, but I use a combination of 50 and 60, because my skin is actually very pale, but when I have a bit of a tan, we get out in the sun, whenever that gets here, I actually find that this area gets a little bit darker. So I like to make my face sort of match, and I use a combination of these two. So that's what I'm going to do today, and hopefully it'll work. When you're doing it on your own, you kind of can play with this quite a bit, and when you're doing it in front of a camera on your phone, it's hard to see the colors. But I'm going to mix them together as I normally would do, and I'll just put them on my hand here. I probably put more than I need there, but I'm going to dab and apply. So I'm using the big brush, the foundation brush, and I'm going to mix these together, these two colors, and get them on my wrist and then apply. Now, the way that this works is very, very cool. First of all, the brush has got some sponge in it, like it's got some movement. So I would just start putting it on and kind of pressing into your skin. It's, you'll see, I've actually probably got a little too much on the brush here, but I'll blend it in. It's really easy to apply, and you just get this precision. Now, when you use a sponge, you can also kind of get this effect, but I found that this, for me, it just works really, really well. And because you just press it in a bit, you feel like it's really giving you good coverage over your pores. And believe it or not, older skin has pore issues as well. I think there's other things that happen to your skin as well, like you get these wrinkles and these great little jowls, but you still have to deal with, if you want a nice smooth application of your foundation, dealing with the pores. So, and I'm just going to bring it under my chin too and bring it down so that I get this sort of, the line remains pretty much the same. So that I think, and I'm going to try to make sure I blend it well. But when you're applying it using this brush, you feel like you can pull it. It's not dragging your skin, but you feel like it's really going in. And I'm going to just pop some on my eye, pressing in and moving along. And then, of course, I've got my forehead to do as well. And I just try to. Now, as I said, I've already put some eye makeup on and also some, but I'm gonna reapply so that you'll see that the mascara I just put on. Okay, so that is how I would apply my foundation. And I don't know if you can see, it's actually really, to me, looks really clean. Now I've gone and smudged my mascara, but that's okay. It's a smoky eye look. All right, so I think I've blended it okay. I want to try to not blind you all with my mirror there. Okay, so that is pretty much how I would apply my makeup foundation using this toothbrush brush. I think it works pretty well. Now, in terms of blush, I normally use a cream blush. I use NARS Orgasm, which is really lovely. It's kind of a peachy color, but I didn't have a powder version of that. So I do have a little, this is Essence, which is actually a sister company to Catrice. And for some reason, I really love this color. You honestly can't see it properly in the, it's a peach color. It looks pink, but it's peach. And I'm going to use a little bit of that on my cheeks, and because I wanted peach today. I wanted not so much pink, but peachy pink. So I'm going to use the little brush, the second size, and pick up some. Now I don't know if you can see, this has actually got two shades to it. It's got a lighter shade at the top and then a darker at the bottom. And I'm going to start with the lighter because you don't really need very much to make it effective. So as always, I would just start at on the tip of the cheek there and just pull it back. And the nice thing about this too is for older faces, you don't want to go up too high or too low with your blush. So it gives you that ability to kind of be very precise. And then I'll just do the other side. And as we've always said, if you're doing pictures or, you know, on Skype, it's always good to kind of just put a little bit of focus on that part of your cheek there. You can smile and just pull it back. You can actually hear it sort of pulling. And it's not pulling like in a bad way. It's actually just grabbing the pores and adding the pigment. It's really, really simple. And I think that's probably enough. I don't want to go too crazy with the blush, but that's how I would apply it. I'm just going to grab my mirror one more time here. Yeah, and again, the advice from Ariane Poole, our makeup artist, is to not go too low. So always keep it fairly low, fairly high. And then I'll go over my eyes again just so I can show you what I did. I used on the base Ariane's liquid to matte eyeshadow. This is taupe. You can see it's almost finished. I use it so much. But I put a little bit of that on just to start and give a kind of a foundation, like a base. And then I used my one of my favorite eyeshadows by Urban Decay. It's called Toasted. And it's like it's not too, you can see I've used a lot of it. It's not shiny, shimmery, but it's got a bit of a glow to it. So I'll very, very gently just put, I've already got some on, so I won't put too much. I'll just put a little bit on the eyes so you can see how you would apply it there. And again, you can just pull it backwards and forwards, but not too high. Just keep it above, just on the lid and not too far out. That's for me anyway. You know, other people love to do more shading and different colors, but for me that's about enough on the eyes for just daytime wear. Now the other thing you might want to use the smaller brush for is concealer, and I do have some concealer somewhere, but I'm not going to put any on right now because I actually don't like concealer very much. I figure when you've got a lot of wrinkles and bags under your eyes, which are just part of, you know, just growing older, and younger people have them too, is I just don't really do too much. I keep my foundation, I'll just put a little teeny bit underneath, just pull it across, but I don't bother too much with concealer. So, but you could use that small brush for concealer as well, and just, you know, put it low on the eyes and just tap, do the Ariane tap. So that is really all I wanted to show you. Now the other thing with the lipstick is there is a brush I believe in this series for lips, and I don't have it, but I'm going to show you just how I would apply using a brush my lipstick. And I'm going to put my this is actually a Kiko light liner, and it's actually a pink color. Which I pretty much use for everything, and I just put it on the outline. Sometimes I'll fill in the lips, but I'm going to use a lipstick that I absolutely adore. I wanted to share it with you. Had this lipstick for, I mean, it must be 30 years. Not this particular tube, but I've used this lipstick. It's called Frosted Apricot, and it's by Estee Lauder. And honestly, I don't know what I'll do when I run out of this, because it's just been one of my favorites when I do peach colors. You know, when I do not pink but peach, because my lips are blue toned, and it doesn't seem to matter what peach color I put on my lips, they turn pink. It's just the way that my lips are toned. Like you either have a brownie tone or a blue tone. So this has been the only peach colored lipstick I've ever found that stays peach-ish. even it goes pink. So I'll hope for the best. You can see it stays sort of peachy. And then I can't resist to mix something, so I'm going to mix it with my Giorgio Armani. This is pink 625, again, one of my favorites. And it's got a bit lighter peach color, but it just, I think they go together really well, and I love that. And that's me, I always mix things up. I mean, I do enjoy that. Part of makeup is just experimenting. So forgive me if I talk too quickly through the products. I'll make a little list of them so you can see what I've used, because I just kind of pick and choose. But the most important thing I wanted to show you today was the brushes, the toothbrushes. And hope that you liked how I applied them, or you thought it was, you know, a good way of applying foundation. And yeah, and that's kind of me with my toothbrush foundation application, toothbrush and blush, or sorry, a foundation and blush. And if you like them, try them. I would love to know what you use to apply your makeup. Do you use sponges, fingers, toothbrushes? How do you apply your foundation and blush? And let's get a conversation going. So I'm really happy that you joined me today. I hope that you found it was a useful demonstration, and I'll do some more interesting things with makeup and hope that you'll join me. Thanks so much for being here. Take good care.